Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to BSV TV. I'm your host Satoshi, and on this show we'll be defending the one and only, truly genuine Bitcoin. The Bitcoin that Satoshi Nakamoto designed in his white paper as a peer-to-peer electronic cash system for the world. Let's get the disclaimers out of the way. So all the statements that you hear on this show are opinion and must only ever be taken as opinion. They are never to be taken as any form of advice, family, financial, sexual or otherwise. And on that note, let's sit back, relax, have some fun and enjoy the show. Get paid for your content in Bitcoin and set your own fee on Streamanity.
Yeah, I'm not surprised I wasn't asked why I'm convinced. Craig is Satoshi. I posted on Reddit. He signed in my presence using the private key from block number one, the very first mined Bitcoin block. On a computer that I'm convinced had not been tampered with, on software I'm convinced that had not been tampered with, a message of my choosing.
At InChain, we've just funded a number of universities doing, so far, a test up to 1 gigabyte because it validates what we've already done independently. We've tested up to 380 gigabyte blocks. We've tested 1 million transactions a second and transaction sizes up to 20 megabytes. Super complex scripts. Basically ones that can run operating systems. That's basically all of global commerce times about 50. On top of that, we can have complex scripts. On top of that, we can scale each of those transactions 1,000 times, which effectively means about 1 billion transactions per second, which means we can then have all derivatives, all complex trades. That means high frequency trading. It means everything that happens globally.
Of something that effectively BSV is going for is that global e-commerce, which is currently valued at $29 trillion.
No, that's too small.
Buy and sell Bitcoin instantly at bsvgravity.com. And you can now book and pay for your winter holiday at skibsv.com. Good afternoon, everybody. It looks like we are live bang on 5 o'clock today. I wasn't caught out daydreaming this time. But that's because I've got to be sharp and on my toes because of all the news that is coming out today. Once again, never a dull moment in crypto. Oh my goodness me. Right, so let's jump into it. These are the figures which represent the crypto forecast, the strength of the system, the health of the network. But let's see who's been mining what. So again, Hathor absolutely gobbling up those empty blocks with 0.25 kilobytes in, making the other miners work for their money. So again, I mean, look at these blocks, in comparison to Corecoin. Got 11,000 kilobytes, 4,000 kilobytes, 2,000 kilobytes. So what are we already on? That's 17,000 kilobytes. And throughout for just 5 blocks, and on Corecoin for those 5 blocks we've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,000, and that'd be 5,500, 5,000, 600. So got about 6,000 kilobytes, and we've got 17,000 on Bitcoin. I mean, these shitcoins literally do not stand a chance, and they're fundamentally flawed anyway. So literally, absolutely pieces of utter garbage. But these shitcoiners don't understand it because shitcoiners got shit for brains. So let's have a quick look at the shitcoin market. So this is good to see that Corecoin is actually kind of like separating from Bitcoin. So obviously with Bitcoin going down, it just means we get better value for money. So that's a good thing. And Corecoin on the way up. I mean, people FOMOing in, like, dear oh dear, they're going to come an absolute cropper. Here we are. So, I mean, look at this. Look, it's still $500. Oh, here we are. So we're right about, just there. Oh, look at that. Almost 2013. So 7 years ago. Almost 7 years ago to the day. It was $165. This was back in 2013. You know, I mean, I remember thinking to myself, you know, what I would give to be able to go back in time and buy Bitcoin back in 2013. You know, like, oh my goodness me. And now here we are, literally, I cannot believe it. So, I mean, look, it went from October, I mean, what? So it's like October the 15th, or was it 19? I mean, look, so it shot up from October 21st, you know, around that 176. And then look at this movement. Like, and by November, by January 2014, so 3 months later, it was almost like $1,000. Almost $1,000. You know what I mean? Look at this. I mean, could we be expecting this, you know, any moment? The fact is, I would say hold on to your seats. Be prepared for anything. You know, you don't know what's going to happen. But one thing I can tell you is that this thing here that we're looking at is certainly not going to take 5 years to get to. No way. Like, this thing here, personally, I think is just around the corner. Like, about there. About there is when we're going to see this thing, like, absolutely motor. You know, but certainly sometime next year. I mean, oh my God. You know, and it's going to smash that. Like, absolutely smash that. $20,000, absolutely pathetic. You know, but I mean, literally, the whole world is going to go crazy. It's a bit like, you know, people getting the internet and, like, you know, new mobile phones. This is the new era, you know, of sound money. You know, and not only, this isn't just about efficiencies, this is about money working properly and the economy working, because finally money goes up in value rather than going down. So it just means that things aren't simply being squeezed and squeezed and squeezed and squeezed and squeezed until they literally can't function anymore. Finally, we're going to have an expanding economy because money is going to work properly. Oh, honestly, it'll be honestly, when it starts happening, I will be absolutely overjoyed. Because I want to see the economy back on its feet. Having seen the recent program about London, just absolutely devastating. Then this one, article by CoinGeek here. IRS clarifies who needs to disclose digital currency activity. Well worth a read, because obviously this is going to apply to everybody who's holding crypto at the moment. A few interesting bits in this one, so I'm just going to, as it's only a short one, I'll just read the whole thing. Exciting times ahead. You know, they just need to understand it like we do, for want of a better word. Check this one out. So again, Calvin posted this one. So it said SCA Ontario LLP, Dr. Wright's solicitors have confirmed that Mr. McCormack's legal representative have informed them of their client's intention to not continue defending the libel proceedings, which proceedings will now continue to their natural conclusion. Again, I mean, this is kind of interesting. Their natural conclusion. I mean, so basically, he's going to he's not defending the fact that he's basically admitting his libelous guilt. But again, some people have been suggesting that this is just simply another tactic for him to, you know, admit libel and for it not to go to court, so that Craig cannot prove himself. But I mean, whether it says when it says here continue to their natural conclusion, you know, whether Craig might want to see this through and actually take it to court so he can prove himself in a court of law, and therefore any political spin on the ruling is therefore contempt of court, to stop, yeah, the political bullshit from Blockstream coming out. You know, who knows what he's going to do, but watch this space. So I hadn't seen this before. So this was the High Court of Justice, Queen's Bench Division seal. And it says here, the claim form. So maybe this is like, you know, Craig's solicitors that have filled this in. So they've just got here claimant's name, defendant's name, details of the claim about what they breached. This is the claim in libel arising out of a number of tweets published by the defendant using his account on social media platform Twitter. The following dates and times. So these are the following dates and times of the libelous content. Great stuff. Right then, peeps, that's the end of the show. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to go and edit this. Obviously, take all the YouTube clips out before I put it on YouTube, because that's going to be a trailer. But yeah, stay tuned, and as ever, be aware, take care, stay safe out there. Same time tomorrow. Catch you later. BuyBSV.live, the best place to buy Bitcoin SV online. Get paid for your content in Bitcoin and watch the full episode on Streamanity for just 20 cents. Go to www.satoshi.tv. See the link in the description below. Bitcoin, one world, one chain.
Yeah! One vision.